Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast. I got Caden on here. He is actually, a junior technician, really a senior technician. He's actually moved up really fast. Kind of picked up quickly on things. Caden, you want to introduce yourself real quick?
Yes, sir, Rusty. So my name is Caden Edwards. I've been working with Rusty's for, I would say, about 6 years off and on. The off and on is during the summers. So I originally started off just kind of, being the tool mule. So going up and down the ladder, grabbing the tools, getting them back
That
up
had to
to
be
Rusty.
fun. That'd be fun.
It's so fun doing it in the attic. So it's been a good time. I went to EVIT, East Valley Institute of Technology. And so that's where I went and, got the education I needed to actually work on the units and become a technician. They also get you the certifications there. So EPA certified, whole 9 yards.
For people listening right now, what is EPA certified?
Yeah, so Environmental Protection Agency is what EPA stands for. And that is the certification you need to be able to work with the refrigerant. Refrigerant is not supposed to be in the atmosphere. It's very bad for our ozone layer because actually refrigerant will latch onto ozone and destroy it. So we have to make sure not to get any of that into the atmosphere.
Hey, so you talked about going to EVIT and everything else. So going to EVIT, you're in high school at the time. I know they had multiple programs you could pick from. What made you pick HVAC out of all of them?
Yeah, so I really like HVAC for a number of reasons. One of them being it's a little bit of a mix of a lot of fields. So you get a little bit of an electrician's education. You get a little bit of plumbing. And then you also get a little bit of physics in there. So, HVAC is pretty much just thermodynamics 101. You just got to know how heat transfer works, how to get heat from one place to another. And yeah, I enjoyed it.
I guess, is it pretty challenging?
I would say the most challenging part about HVAC is the nuance that comes with it. So the actual education itself, I would say that's about a maybe 7 out of 10 on the difficulty rating. But once you get into the field, there is so much nuance. Every unit is a little bit different in some way, shape, or form.
Do you think it was harder than what you, I guess, when you first came in? Like,
in what way?
Like, do you feel like you would have picked up on it faster?
If
Yes.
if what?
If you would have picked up, just like some people come in and I think they think it's just going to naturally hey, this is not going to be that difficult. And then you actually get into the field, like you talk about the nuances, and it's it is a little more difficult than at least when I got in, right? Like I just thought, oh, this isn't going to be too bad. And I've worked around automotive, worked on a farm, did all those things. It's this just takes a little bit to everything to kind of kick and fire on.
100%. It's I think the best quote I've heard in line with HVAC is that you don't know what you don't know. So you'll show up to a job, you're confident, you've been in the field 3 years, and then you have a problem you've never seen before.
Yeah, I actually have a funny story. One time when me and Caden were up in an attic one time, and this is when he was, as he calls, a gopher. Go get the tools.
Gopher, yep.
Yeah, go get those tools. We were up in an attic. It was middle of July or August, I think, and he was just sweating. And I saw him kind of getting a little pale, and I was like, dude, you got to get out of this attic. I don't need you passing out. So I go outside. He's literally on the side of the house in the shade, just huffing and puffing a little bit, and I'm like, all right, we're going to go get food. And he's like, I am not going to go eat food right now. I feel like I want to throw up. And I'm like, you have to put something back in your body. Well, we ended up going to get some food and stuff in him. And 15 minutes later, he was back to a new man. So
best part of that story is that I am someone that does not like Taco Bell, and Taco Bell was
it was the spot.
That was the place.
Get the little salt with you.
One and only time Caden has enjoyed Taco Bell.
Yes. So like that. You're now I would say year 1 all by yourself so far. How are you 100%. Liking it?
I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. It's one of those things where you're on a job on your own, so you're kind of having to figure it out as you go. And then I do have my senior technicians, Sean, that I can give a call, or Richard that I can give a call to if I get really hung up. But there's a lot of it that I'm just kind of directing myself, which I enjoy. I'm kind of my own boss for about 60 minutes. So it's a good time. I like it.
What do you I guess what's the top three things you like about it? I mean, you're in a different place every day, different house every day. Does it ever get lonely out there a little bit?
If I wasn't working with so many different people, I would say yes. But every homeowner is a new person. And then we have our repeat customers that I absolutely adore. There's people that I am just genuinely looking forward to throughout my day. I'm like, I get to go back over to Chris's house, and I know that he is going to have a Dr. Pepper for me every single time I go over there.
Is Dr. Pepper your favorite soda?
Dr. Pepper is my favorite soda.
Oh, sweet. All right. Yeah. So it is. I think it's fun meeting new people. I think the more enjoyment of the job because it gets long. I mean, I think if you didn't get to deal with so many cool people and meet their stories and hear their stories, it wouldn't be as fun.
100%.
Air conditioning at the end of the day, like you said, it's like it's going to be there. You're going to have your challenges, which is fun, right? It's challenges every day. But meeting the customers is, I think, one of my favorite parts of the job.
100%. I'm a people person. I love talking to people. I love socializing. So I don't think I would love the job as much as I do if I didn't get to socialize with people. And we got a great team over here at Rusty's as well. I love coming back to the shop, shooting the SHIT with Rusty.
we do try to have fun guys out here. I mean, really, that is my number one thing, right? Is making sure our team is happy and having fun, enjoyment. I knew one like Blake came from another place, and he was just like, it wasn't fun. They were very disorganized, and right, like you guys, man, the organization is just different, And you came from you helped a plumber for a while, right?
Yeah, actually, I helped a plumber. I've worked for another commercial HVAC team for a little bit, but I have definitely not found anything even similar to Rusty's. So
yeah, I mean, you're also what? You're 19.
19, yes, sir.
Yeah, he's 19 years old, guys. I mean, he's running in a truck by himself. He's, like I said, he's picked it up very fast. He's, like I said, I think his heart's in the right place. And I'm assuming like a lot of your friends are like trying to still figure out what they're doing with their lives. And you're over here like, I love every bit of my life right now.
100%. It's great. I mean, it's a great feeling to know what I want to do, enjoy what I do, go to work and be like, and not dread it, waking up and just being like, gosh, I got to go, hop back up in an attic. I'll be honest, an attic is not my favorite place to be, but I really
you don't like being in a 140-degree attic.
There's worse things. I've come to a relationship with an attic that we're friends.
So, what about sheet metal? Getting cut on sheet metal.
Once again, we're coming to a realization in our relationship where we're friends.
All right, you know what? It cuts me. You can't back, but it cuts you.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a one way street.
Unfortunately,
yeah. It's just like. Can you drink enough water and Gatorade and stuff in the summer to stay hydrated?
No. There has to be like a day. You have to have at least like 1 or 2 days off a week where you can just rehydrate, recoup, re-energize, make sure you're good to go for the rest of the week. Because you can't drink enough water. You're in an attic and you were just sweating buckets. It's 140 degrees. If there's any humidity in the air, I mean, you're sweating, 10 gallons a minute. So
have you had a Charlie horse in the middle of the night?
You know what? I actually do not get cramps very often. I'm going to knock on wood right there. But
there's some times I got some Charlie horses in the middle of the night. Oh, my goodness. That is rough.
That'll get you up and energized. I need one of those in the morning.
Oh, no, you don't, man. You're freaking. You feel like you got a nasty knot in your leg, and you're like,
oh, I bet.
Holy crap. I didn't like, and you're like, I just drank like a bottle of water every like 30 minutes or an hour, and I'm still not keeping this in me.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. I mean, when we're having in the summer peak, maybe a 15-hour day, sometimes shorter, sometimes longer.
Yeah.
There's no way you can get hydrated for that full 15 hours. I mean, you're constantly going. So
yeah, how is it, right? Like this isn't a normal job where you have like an 8 to 5 as you call it, right? It's like you're up early, you're out late sometimes. During the winter you might be off at 1 o'clock noon. Mm-hmm. How is it working the long hours?
I absolutely love it. I am what I would call a workaholic. I love working. I love achievement. And so, another thing I love about this job, achievement, you're going to another job and you got to figure out what's wrong with the actual system. So it's different every time. And then you get the achievement factor of the system is now working. Everyone's always grateful to have their system cooling when it's 110, 115 outside. And you just got them back down to, the 75, which is good time.
Yeah, there is. I don't know. They're right. There is that like satisfaction, especially when you're like you do some work on it, or you install a new AC, or you find a unit that's just been terribly maintained, or
Yep.
and then you get to put it all back together and make it look good. There's just a satisfying. I don't know if there is something.
Taking pride in your work.
Yeah, it's so fun. And then, like you said, also when you leave that house, right? Because when we walk in the house, it's hot, and then and when we leave the house, it's now getting cool. But it is fun watching like everyone just be like, "Man, I am so grateful for you and what you do." You know, especially in Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah,
it's that heat nasty.
It's a great feeling. It's a great feeling walking out and people being grateful for what you do. It definitely helps you take pride in your job. So
yeah, and they also want to give you things like.
Yes.
Yeah, like like you said, Dr. Pepper earlier. What other things has customers given you?
I've actually had one customer give me a full refrigerant gauge set. He was like, "I am so grateful for what you did today," and he was like, "I don't really have anything, HVAC related." And then he just all of a sudden snapped me and went, "Wait, I have a full gauge set from when I was younger, and I used to work on HVAC," and he just pulled out this full set. So now I have a backup gauge set in my truck.
Are they antiques or what are they?
They're kind of in the middle. I've never seen something too similar to it, but I was like, okay.
Yeah, because you have digital gauges, right?
Yeah. Which if there are any HVAC technicians that do not have a digital gauge set, and you're like, I don't know if I want to invest that. Most convenient thing in the world.
You know, it's funny. My old boss, when I first got in commercial, he would not let us get digital.
Really?
He was like, "You got to figure it out."
That's funny.
He was like, "You need to know the math." And always, like I do. It is nice because I do feel like it helps you be able to diagnose units. You start to really dive deeper into them. But it was like you have to have 2 years minimum before you can go digital.
Really?
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Yeah, it was funny. It was just hey. I was young. I was the same thing like you, man. I was 19 when I got into the industry, kind of like Caden. Caden got in a little earlier than me. I got a little more sprinkle of gray in my beard and a little less hair on top of my head. But hey, we're still good. We're still good.
Kicking butt, taking names every day.
Yeah. What's I guess you got something funny for like what's your funniest something experience? Funny.
I might have to think about this one.
What's some facts about you? What's like three? While you're thinking about that, what's some three like cool facts?
3 cool facts.
It doesn't have to be cool. It could be boring. Like you're like, I just like laying in my bed for 8 hours during the middle of the day, which I know that's not you. I know it's not you, but
I can appreciate laying in my bed for 8 hours. That's a good time. I think I need one of those maybe every month, maybe 2 months.
Yeah, working 15 hours a day. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, there are definitely days in the summer where it's like, all right, today I am clearing my calendar to do absolutely nothing. So I would say 3 interesting facts. Number 1, I am an addict for motorcycles. How
many motorcycles have you wrecked? I know that. I know the answer, right. but they got to know. They got to know.
I have crashed. Well, if we include dirt bikes, probably 5. Probably 5 bikes.
Only broke one bone, right?
Only broke one bone, and actually, I did not break any bones on any of the street bike crashes, which is a good thing. 2 street bike crashes, and no broken bones on those. So
he's still surviving, guys.
Still surviving. I'm trying to sway away from the motorcycles due to the nature of my job. I do need all 4 limbs, unfortunately. So
otherwise, you guys are going to be hot in the middle of summer. I'm sorry.
Yep. Caden's going to be laying in a hospital bed. So.
Yes. So what's 2 other fun facts about you?
2 other fun facts. I am also an addict for Chipotle. I had Chipotle today. I had Chipotle yesterday.
Are you like? Do you have a loyalty customer?
I am a loyal customer to Chipotle. So that is number 2. Number 3. What's number 3? I am absolutely horrible at golf, but I am trying to get better. That's my new thing that I've been trying to get better at lately.
It's a never-ending battle. I will tell you that.
Never-ending battle.
But that's why it's like, hey, like I don't know why, but I feel like guys are like, I love a when you go golf, and you could golf the same golf course, but like you hit a different shot and you have a different approach shot, you have a different thing going on, and it's never the same challenge. It's always a different challenge, and I think that's what's addicting about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I know it's similar to HVAC, where it's every single diagnostic is different.
What's been harder on HVAC, like the refrigerant cycle, electrical, airflow? I mean, right? There's not just one thing where you're like,
I would say almost 100% the refrigerant cycle. I think the best way that I can describe this, is kind of funny. But
yeah, for people that are listening.
But if they were like subjects, electrical would be like math, and then the refrigerant cycle would be like English, where there's not like, sometimes it feels like there is not a right answer, or there will be something on the refrigerant cycle that is just unexplainable. You're like, how did I even get these numbers? So with electrical, it's really just A plus B equals C. Like, if you are missing B, you're not going to get C, and so you can backtrack, and it's one of those things where it's very like mathematical, methodical.
Why would you say refrigerant's the most difficult? And I understand it. It's most guys are good at electrical. Most guys aren't the greatest at a refrigerant cycle. I mean, that's I think that's why my boss was like, "You're not getting digital gauges for 2 years."
Yeah, I don't necessarily blame him. So, I would say the actual refrigerant cycle I have down pretty well. I can describe, everything that happens from the point of the refrigerant leaving the compressor and then coming back down into the compressor. I can explain that. But every once in a while, I will be giving Rusty or Sean a phone call. And I am just like, what is going on with this unit? There will be a number that I have never seen before, and it shouldn't be, physically possible. It just, betrayed all of the laws of thermodynamics. And then,
the problem is, it's like you throw in crappy ductwork, and it's like, then you throw in, other things like the mechanical side's not working correctly. It's just, there's so many variables to it. It's like, I think that's what's the hardest about it is you're like, wait, this number should be this, but this other number's throwing this off.
Yep. So you have bad ductwork, and suddenly low on refrigerant looks like a restriction because of bad ductwork, which is
or dirty coils, right? Like you forget
the
customer forgets to have a maintenance, or they don't ever change their air filters, and it's like, man, that's going to throw your numbers off too.
Yeah. No, you're like, well, I have the weirdest number I've ever seen. And then you check the coil, and it has a full cat on it, and it's like,
that is funny, guys. We have been there, and there's been layers of, like, literally, I don't know, sometimes like the one you did over in here in Mesa not that long ago. You said a group picture too. That one was pretty thick.
There was a full cat on there. I would say probably maybe a quarter to a half inch of fur on there. So
did you end up finding the cat?
I found the cat. We're able to give him to a good home. So
you found like it on the mailbox, missing cat.
Yeah, seriously.
8 months ago.
On the coil.
Yeah, that's always fun.
It is. It's a good time. It's a good time.
What's your long-term goal? I know you're looking at getting a house that you've talked about. I mean, so is that coming up?
So Caden is one for bad financial decisions, and for these reasons, I've been going back and forth on a house for the past 2 months. I'm like, do I really need a house? I don't know why I want to buy a house, but I want to buy a house. And so I was looking at apartments. I'm like, all right, do I want to go to an apartment, room with my buddy, which would be fun. The pro to an apartment is that there would be leftover funds for a Corvette. And so,
hey, you are 19. I mean,
I feel like I have to make poor financial decisions at 19. It's like a requirement. So
get into debt.
ASAP. Any 19-year-olds out there, get into debt. Get into debt ASAP. So
don't listen. This is not a financial podcast, guys, at all. Do not listen to Caden on that at all.
This is Dave Ramsey speaking, reincarnate.
No, not happening.
Dave Ramsey.
No. He would smack you upside the head.
He would. He would say that's the worst financial decision you could possibly make.
Correct. You were burning money.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I can acknowledge that. So.
Yeah. When you were getting into the field, this kind of moved back. Tool wise, like you're buying tools and stuff like that, right? It's not like you go buy one tool. Like, how much do you think you've invested in buying tools just to kind of be able to now be proficient at your job?
I don't like adding it up, but I would say, I don't know. I would say I'm probably 5,000, maybe 6,000 tools, maybe a little more.
Do you always have to end up replacing tools?
Oh yeah, it's constant. It's constant. I probably have replaced about $1,000 of tools.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also just losing them, which is partially a Caden thing. However, when you're in an attic and the insulation, Sean's giving me a look right now because I am a little bit notorious for this, and I have lost a couple of Sean's tools, admittedly. So,
which
but,
you know what? He kind of Sean was another person that worked for us, and once in a while, I think he deserves it.
He does. He does. He's a little bit of a stinker sometimes, so I have to repay him by losing a couple.
He's
tools.
OCD, guys. He if you put the tool in the wrong pocket in his tools, he's gonna bite your head off a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. But he's actually a big teddy bear, really.
He is a big teddy bear, and he is very knowledgeable, which is why it is always a great time when I don't know what I'm doing, and I give Sean a call, and he's like, hey, if you elbow the unit at a 90-degree angle and then kick the bottom right, the unit's going to start up. And I'm like, that is BS. And then I do it, and the unit starts up. So
it's those things over here,
Yeah. Yeah, it's
you don't strong arm it, you know what I mean? You just
no, it's all about finesse.
Is it weird that when you go work with Sean or any of us guys that have been out in the field for a while, and you're like, I feel like you're not doing much, but somehow it's getting done so fast.
Yeah, it's like it suddenly, a blower motor is replaced, and I just went to the bathroom, and it's already done. So, and then I watched the process of them doing it, and I'm like, they're not doing anything different than me, and I do it, and it takes 2 hours, longer. So,
hey, but you're gotten faster.
I have gotten faster.
Went from 4 hours.
I was going to say
2 hours. Now I would say you're done in 30, 45 minutes.
This is the truth. I mean, when I first started on my own, I remember this condenser fan motor that I replaced to this day, because it took me, that had to have been 4.5, 5 hours, which I now look back on, and I actually don't know how I did that. I don't know how I did 5 hours.
You blacked out.
I had to have blacked out, because 5 hours on a condenser fan motor is egregious.
So that's the thing. I think that's what homeowners don't realize, right? Like, they're like, hey, I'm just going to replace that. But if I've done something for the first time and I try to do it, somehow I end up making 10 Home Depot trips.
Oh yeah. No, I think there was legitimately 3 Home Depot trips on that.
Yeah,
so
that's so it sucks.
And that's with experience of watching someone else to do it. So I still had, the tricks of okay, if I twist it this way, I know that the fan, hub will come off. If I didn't know that would have been a 10-hour job. Easy. Easy. And about 3 more headaches.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's. But the thing is that's I remember even for me when I worked in my first unit, I was on a unit, and I just feel like I blacked out. Same thing. I was like, the first day you go out, you got to learn it, right? You got to figure it out. Yep. You can't have us out there, watching every move. You kind of got to learn by making mistakes, and that's how you improve in life. I think people forget that. We are, us technicians are still human. We are going to make mistakes, and that's how we learn. I mean, I think everyone makes mistakes, but as long as you correct them.
100%. Yeah, I know. We talked about this. I think last week. I went over to a diagnosis call. I ended up diagnosing it wrong, but I ended up figuring out what I did wrong.
Yeah.
Double checking the work, and we're talking about just you got to own up to your mistake. Own up. Be truthful with the customer. Make sure that they know that you are telling the truth and that you will unveil all of what you're doing, so that.
I remember you calling me on that. You were like, "Hey, I screwed up." And I'm like, "Just go tell the homeowner you screwed up." Hey, 95% of people are going to be like, "I appreciate that."
I appreciate you letting me know that you screwed up instead of trying to blindside me. So
I mean,
I've heard the horror stories.
Yeah,
so.
you just own up. I remember being on a roof when I was young doing commercial, and this was when a haboob was happening, and I had a panel like this, and the wind blew, and then boom, and I hit 400 volts of electricity, and the freaking thing went bah. And I remember calling my boss, and I was like, "Dude, I just fried this unit." And he's like, "Hey, Rusty, it's all good. We'll fix it." I'm like, "All right, sweet."
Yeah.
And the old guy that I was working with was like, "We got this." I'm like, because it was a total accident, right? I mean, but when you have a big 4-foot panel, I mean, and a haboob gust hits, holy crap!
I bet. I mean, that's 30, 40, 50 mile an hour winds hitting a 4-foot panel. That's a sail.
Oh, dude, it was a
sail.
like I got a little juice in me on that one. That was a little.
Oh yeah, that's a good time.
luckily, it popped the fuse, so I wasn't just arced to that unit. You know.
Yeah, I feel like it's
Otherwise, I wouldn't be here running and operating today. No. Yeah, that's the
I'm
wild
glad
side.
they have fuses on it.
Yeah. So hey, but Caden is now like you said, he's downplaying a little bit, but you have improved. Like
I can
every month I feel like you improve 10%. Like
100%.
like 10% get you be better and better and better, and it's like
100%.
And now it's like I think like the new guy, even Blake, like you're able to push some of that knowledge back onto those guys, and I know we got another guy starting here, in another week, which it's going to be nice because now you get to give back now as even at a young age, which is pretty cool.
100%. I'm so stoked about it.
Now you can say karate. You can say karate kick that thing to the left side, karate kick that thing to the left side, and then drop knee kick that thing or something.
Yeah,
and then you're like the unit's working.
Boom, unit's working now.
And the new guy's gonna be like, well, "What are you talking about, Caden?"
You're gonna be like, "You just got to try it. You gotta have faith. You gotta have faith.
One time, have faith in it. Everything else. What's been the funnest thing about working here at Rusty's?
I would 100% say the crew. Everyone here is awesome. So I enjoy working with everyone. Sean, as I've mentioned, loves to give me crap. But
he's the biggest crap giver.
He is the biggest crap giver. But I still love him. So, everyone here is awesome. We've got a great team of people, answering phones, fixing units. So all around, just awesome crew, easy to work with, and fun to talk to. So couldn't ask for better.
I gotta be the favorite, right?
Obviously.
All right, cool. He's not just he better not be sucking up, guys.
Only a little bit.
All right, good. Just a little bit. That's all that matters than everything else. What do you think sets us apart from other companies, right? Like you worked for a commercial, you worked for plumbing, you did some other jobs when you were in high school. I think what sets us apart from other places.
Yeah. I would honestly say it's quality of work and reassurance. So, the other companies I've worked for, it's kind of, their service ends when they finish the job. So if they install a part, they're done. But I would say our service ends whenever the customer is happy. And there's been multiple times where we have to go back. There's a failed part. There's something that needs to be warrantied out, and we're going to go back and we're going to fix it with the same energy that we came in with when we diagnosed that unit. So it's not one of those things where I've worked for companies where they come back out and it is a little bit of a knuckle dragger coming back out to fix that unit. And it's just not the same at Rusty's. So
yeah, I think there's people out there that have lost trust in contractors, right? A little bit, just like even like, right. I know you're in the market trying to buy a Corvette, which, I'll be happy to drive, but you probably shouldn't do it. But, you go to like car sales places, right? Like even when I go buy a car or anything else, I'm like, man, I just don't want this high pressure sales, like people in my face, trying to drag this process out. Like for people listening and everything else like that, like how is that working here, right? Because you hear all these contractors, just push. Hey, you got to sell, especially with these like private equity roll ups that have bought so many great companies and turned these companies into dungeons and scary places, because if you don't hit a quota, there's the door and you're the number, and then guess what, you're out looking for a job, and especially as a new guy coming in, that sucks, right? Like you don't even know how to diagnose a unit yet, and they're already trying to force sales down your throat.
And trying to hit a quota when you're still trying to diagnose a unit is not a good combination.
Yeah, so like how is that working here, right? Like as like for people listening, like what sets us apart? Do I ever push quotas upon you guys?
Yeah, I was gonna say first things first is that we don't have quotas. Hooray! Yeah. So, like you were saying, there's a lot of private equity going on in the HVAC space right now. I would say most things blue collar. I think that's going on in plumbing as well. But yeah, there's sales tactics that are being used that generate front end income, I think is maybe the best way to put it. Where they will sell that job that day, but they're not going to get called back. If you're using these high pressure sales tactics, people do not trust you. It's not fun to have someone come out and sell you. No one likes going to the car dealership and having that high pressure sales. So yeah, I've never never have used high pressure sales tactics. It's short term gain.
Well, I think that's the thing. Like customers feel it. They can feel that pressure from places. Get bombarded. Hey, you have a 5-year-old unit, 7-year-old unit. You need to replace it. What's wrong with it? Just repairing it. You know what I mean? Like
exactly. My philosophy is I give the customer as much information as I can without trying to get too deep into the physics of anything, and then let them make their own decision. Let them make the decision based on the information that I give them, because I don't know what the customer needs. They know what they need, but I unfortunately can't make that decision for them. So I give the information to them, and then they can make the best decision based on their needs.
Yeah, which is good, right? I mean, like,
and then they're happy.
Yeah, like the guy that we're just hiring on right now, like that's the same thing. He's just like, I just want to help people, and the place I'm currently working, which is a PE group. I mean, he's just like, I don't feel like they let me take care of people anymore, which that's just sad, right? I mean, they got
sad.
4 years into it. He's like, they won't let me do these because my ticket average isn't as high, and I'm not selling new units as much as the other guys, and I'm like, hey. Like come over here. It's different, like because I'm not going to rush. We're not pushing quotas down our technicians and saying, "Hey, you have to hit this number. If you don't hit this number, we're writing you up." And tracking every move you do. It's like, hey, at the end of the day, take care of the customers. The customers will take care of us. They'll refer us to people, and let's have fun with the job, right?
Yeah, have fun with the job. I think, and long term, that is so much more beneficial than shoving prices down people's throats.
Yeah,
there's no way. At the actual finish line, anyone that is doing high pressure sales tactics is going to win. No way. No way. You're not going to have repeat customers.
Also,
you're not taking care of people.
You're not going to have fun.
No. And the technicians that are having fun are going to take more time diagnosing, which means they will get the diagnosis right.
Yeah.
And they will look deeper in and make sure that there's nothing else wrong with the system. Because there's, as most people know, diagnose one thing, fix it, and then the unit goes out 2 weeks later, and
it sucks.
That's not,
Well, my thing is, like, I always look, right, people are like, hey, take care of the client, like, but I feel like if I have a good culture, like, as I run the company and, like, lead you guys and anyone coming on, like, if I can make it a fun, enjoyable experience and you enjoy working here, you enjoy waking up, getting in the van every day on long days that are 15 hours, 12 hours, at the end of the day, if you guys are taking care of, you guys are going to do right by the customer. You guys are going to take care of that customer. You're not going to be, oh, freak, I'm worried about showing up to the next meeting. It's like, no, let's do the right thing the first time. And you know what? It's like, if they don't need anything on the next 6 visits, they don't need anything on the next 6 visits.
Exactly. Yeah.
Making
sure, and it all comes back down to making sure the customer's informed, doing your job, and then making sure the customer's informed on everything you're doing. So
well, that's the biggest thing. My big thing is just there's too much malpractice in the industry.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's just, hey, I want to go fast, and guess what? I'm not going to do right by the customer because I'm only thinking about the quota I have to hit, and now I'm going to have malpractice against me because we just should all be professional.
Yeah, exactly. And then we wouldn't have the attitude that some have on the HVAC industry, which is maybe not the best. I mean, there's so much sales. What's the word for that? Connotation attached to HVAC now with the amount of people that are coming in houses and being salesmen.
So. But yeah, that's why you went from seeing on average 2 when you go give estimates. You got 2 estimates on a house, and now you have people getting 10 estimates, and we've done a bad job.
Yep.
And I shouldn't even say we, it's just, private equity has done a terrible job and pulled that trust away from the homeowners. And now they distrust contractors, which there's a lot of good contractors still out there, but there's a lot of them that are just, hey, we need to sell you. And your bullcrap meter and the homeowner, they're just going, whoop, whoop, whoop.
And I feel like the age-old quote for anyone that is starting a business or wants to start something, wants to make something, is find a solution to someone's problem. And the solution to people's problem right now is salesmen.
Yes.
And so you put a technician in someone's house, and suddenly solution to their problem.
Yeah. Well, you get on social media, and it's like, hey, I'm going to teach you how to be a good salesman. Da 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 da. You're going to sell.
Yeah.
What happened? Just hey, why don't we just take care of people?
Yeah.
just take care of someone, and it all comes. The rest of it's all coming.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah. So
Yep.
that's I think that's a good way to end this podcast. Caden, thanks for being on. Guys, if you want to request Caden, you can. He's always going to have a smile come to your house. He's always pretty chipper. He loves Dr. Pepper, so if you want to buy him a Dr. Pepper, he's not going to say no. Secondly,
you guys have a Dr. Pepper.
I think the other thing that he would love to have is if he goes to your house and you take him for a ride in your Corvette, it doesn't matter. We was at a guy's house, a Lamborghini. It doesn't matter what fast car it is. He might take a ride from you. So
this is true.
Yeah. So what else? What else do you enjoy?
Cars and anything with a motor. How about that? Anything with a
motor and Dr. Pepper and he's good. So
yes, sir.
Awesome. Thanks, guys, and have a good one.